In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast. What's up, everybody?
Fuck boys.
It is time for a fucking another Freedom Friends Master Debate. John, what are we about to do?
We're about to masturbate.
Yeah, we are. You bet your ass we are. It's Freedom Friends Master Debate time.
It is Man Love Thursday,
This
so
one,
I guess it's the
it
best time to
is.
masturbate.
And
This one's out of the queue.
this one's
This is from a fan.
we did
Allison.
our weekly buddy check.
Usually we do
Live
that
on
after
Facebook.
the debate.
Yeah, usually we do it after this, and we decided to switch it up a little bit this week.
We did not have a debate
That's
topic.
why. Yeah, that's why.
Actually, what
And-
really the reason why is because we wanted to be super drunk for this debate.
So Allison,
The reason
threw
why
out
is
a
that we
couple
weren't
good,
prepared for the debate at all, so we decided that we'd
Mediocre.
lean on other people.
Yeah.
Mediocre at
at best.
Hey man, we never promised anything but.
That's it.
So we got one from Allison. Allison said, "Best and worst, or what was it? Best."
Best cheap and high dollar
forgot.
whiskey.
I've already fucked it up. Yeah,
No,
Did you
best-
say best sheep
Yeah, best cheap.
best sheep.
and
Best
high dollar whiskey? Oh.
Cheap and high dollar whiskey.
So
but I think we're expanding it
I
to
had a
the
sheep
best.
in Iraq that I named, and no, I'm
Best
kidding.
cheap.
It was Hockman.
So best cheap and worst. Best cheap and high dollar whiskey.
It's like this is hard to fucking say, right? It's not just me.
Damn you, Allison.
We're a drink away from
Damn
hiccups. Just so everybody knows.
Oh, so all right, translators on deck. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So, best and cheap whiskey, but I think we decided to expand it to both best and cheap whiskey and worst cheap and expensive whiskey.
It wasn't. What?
So,
Or liquor.
cheap
We're
and
gonna
high
expand it
dollar
to-
whiskey,
Yeah, the
best
best.
and worst of cheap and high dollar whiskey.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that's
And
what I
then
was
we're
after.
gonna-
What would you like
but
in
we're
this
gonna-
tasty concoction? Some of
No,
this?
no more of that shit, please.
We're gonna expand it to.
Oh, look at Jazz being a true fucking
This
freedom
is what
friend
it
right
is.
here.
This is freedom friend to freedom friend. You get yourself some JMO right
This is
there.
some
What a
freedom
good
friend.
motherfucker,
Right?
dude.
This is even after I tried to steal it from him.
Yeah, dude. So those of you listening and
Thanks,
or
buddy.
those of you
That's
that
where
don't
it is,
know,
buddy.
is Jazz is offering up some of his own bottle of JMO
There you go.
to Scott.
Oh,
I love fucking good dudes.
God damn, fucking good dudes.
dude, I'm gonna fuck this good dude later. This is awesome.
Yeah, dude. What a good motherfucker, dude. That's cool. But yeah, so we expanded it to liquor, right? So we're gonna do our whiskeys, and then we're gonna do liquor
No,
after
it's
that.
still just whiskey.
Okay, just whiskey.
But
Whiskey,
she said
scotch.
best, cheap, and high dollar whiskey. We're
Right.
saying
Best and worst.
we're going to do best and worst,
No,
cheap and high dollar whiskey.
not worse because none of us drink the worst.
That's
Oh no,
not
I
true.
can give you
That's
some
not-
fucking
that's not
worst
true.
high dollar whiskeys.
But I know the worst, but I don't drink it.
I have one, and I don't think anybody can top me.
You don't have to drink it.
Oh,
Okay, worst cheap dollar whiskey.
what's the one I had the other day?
yeah, let's start with that. Let's
Worst
start
cheap
with
dollar whiskey.
worst
Okay.
cheap whiskey.
Mil-
Let's go around the.
military special.
No.
Fuck,
What-
John, Jesus, that's gonna be hard to top.
John,
Beat me.
we were at an event and some bitch gave me some
She's a very nice lady.
some terrible shit.
She's a very nice
No,
lady.
she was a bitch.
Which
she's
event
a-
were we at?
I don't remember, but do you remember what it was?
No.
And you're like, oh yeah, that's known for being terrible. It was the worst tasting shit ever.
Was it early times?
No,
No, because that's fucking gross. But this is worse than that.
By the way, that's my vote for fucking
it was
worst cheap whiskey.
No.
What the
It-
fuck
This
was that?
meant to
Early
be the
times.
worst.
Oh no, that wasn't whiskey though.
No, it wasn't whiskey.
No, that we were
Well,
up at
then
the
isn't-
we were
that has
underground.
nothing to do
Well,
with
then
this
it doesn't
conversation.
count.
Yeah.
We're talking
No,
about whiskeys.
But I don't know what it was. It,
was,
might have been a
um,
whiskey. I don't even know, but it was terrible.
It
All
must
right.
have been bad if you don't know what it was.
It was
Let's pseudo get back on track here. Jesus Christ.
Jesus, this went off
John's
the rails
coming
in
in
30
with-
seconds. Holy fuck.
John's coming in with military special for worst cheap whiskey.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was I drank.
And Jazz, you're saying
Could've
early
been a
time.
whiskey. But it
I'm
was
going
terrible.
with worst cheap whiskey. And the reason I'm taking military special out of the running is that if you don't have access to a class 6,
That's true.
then you can't even get a hold of it.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm going to go with worst cheap whiskey that you can buy on the regular.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with early times. Because that shit, I'm pretty sure could strip chrome off a bumper. It is fucking
I
rowdy.
don't think it's the worst.
I don't think it's the worst.
Well, that's just my vote. So, Scott,
All right.
what is
So-
your worst cheap whiskey?
I don't know if it's the worst or if it's my least favorite, but I think Jim Beam is my least
And
favorite.
I think Jim Beam is shit. And Jazz will disagree with me because he actually
It's
drinks Jim
still
Beam.
not as bad as fucking early times.
It's not as bad as early times, and it's not, in my opinion, it's not the worst.
Kentucky Gentleman's pretty
Barton's.
bad.
I was gonna say KD.
Oh, God. I forgot about KD.
What's KD?
Kentucky. What's the D stand for? What is it? It's
Disgusting.
No, I think it's Kentucky Distillery. I think is the
yeah.
KD.
KD's pretty fucking bad.
It's rowdy. Plastic bottle.
Oh yeah.
So plastic bottle screw up. Like it's
So-
rowdy.
It's like the Popov vodka of
I- yeah,
it's
whiskeys.
I happen to have a bottle of Kentucky Gentleman at my house, and I keep telling my wife, I'm like, hey, when you know I'm an alcoholic, it's when I buy Kentucky Gentleman, because as an alcoholic, I just want to get drunk. I don't care. But as somebody who really likes to drink, and I spend the money to buy a good bourbon,
yeah.
I'm not an alcoholic at that point
Right.
because I still have a standard.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
I can
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah. So
Yeah. And it really is a bottle. It's about perspective.
Windsor Canadian, that's pretty fucking terrible.
Canadian Mist.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
That's a rough one.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Black Velvet.
Yeah.
That one's bad.
These are all like
there are a lot. They're all in plastic.
Yeah, and they're all shitty to like the point where you have to use them as a mixer.
right.
You can't drink them
You
straight.
can't drink them straight.
Yeah.
You have to.
These
use
are
them
all
as a
mixing
mixer.
whiskeys.
Yeah.
100%. Like, will they do the trick? Yeah, they'll do the trick.
Well, what's the trick? Like,
Well, I mean, they'll get you drunk,
yeah,
but like, I mean,
it won't get me drunk because I won't drink enough of it.
Well, if it's the only, if
No.
any port in a
No.
storm,
No,
if it's any port in a storm,
No.
you'll drink it.
no.
But like, I mean, there are the like Canadian Mist, fucking Canadian Windsor,
Yeah.
KG, KD. I mean,
Anything
like,
with the initials.
Yeah, I
is
retract.
not good.
I retract my early time statement and throw KD in.
Yeah.
It's my worst cheap
Yeah.
whiskey.
Yeah.
That's gonna take the
That
cake.
shit's
I forgot
rough,
about
dude.
fucking KD.
Early times is rowdy.
That's
but
how
it-
bad it is. Is
but
that I
it- but it's
literally,
not- it's not the worst.
I literally deleted.
You know what I'm going
KD.
to throw in the? I'm going to throw in the mix. I'm going to throw in wild turkey.
Oh, I disagree.
I
No.
disagree
I-
wholeheartedly
John,
with you, sir.
I agree with you. Wild
I
turkey.
fucking nope. Mm-mm.
Wild turkey is like it's a mash of turkey. It's fucking terrible.
Wild turkey, in my opinion, is like Patron. It's fucking
So
shit.
Patron, in my opinion, is the most overrated alcohol that has ever existed.
Well, it's
It's just
overrated
fucking
as
shit.
fuck.
It used
It's
to be
not
good
good.
until Paul
Yeah.
Mitchell bought it. And
yeah,
then it
it's
went to
owned by a
fucking
shampoo
shit.
company.
Well,
like
I
that's
mean,
all you
it
need to
tastes
know.
like shampoo.
It's tequila though, so it's all shit to me.
I
Like,
fucking love
Yeah.
tequila though.
I don't drink tequila.
yeah, I don't do that. I don't
So,
do
anyways,
that thing.
back on topic.
But like I disagree. I think Wild Turkey is a good.
Yeah, Wild
Cheap
Turkey's
whiskey.
drinkable.
No,
You're wrong.
I think it's a good cheap
God,
whiskey.
fuck.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's not the-
I'd rather
no,
drink
it's
fucking
not the best
Iraqi
cheap
shit.
whiskey.
It's not
It's
even
the-
that cheap.
Well,
Like for the same
now if
price.
we're going,
hold
now,
on, hold
we're
on.
talking American domestic. If we're going
for
fucking
the
overseas,
same price, you can get way
Is
better
wild
stuff.
turkey overseas?
I don't buy Wild Turkey, but if that's what's offered, I'll drink it over somebody
drink
who's like,
Wild Turkey.
"Hey, I got this
And-
bottle of KD."
Dude,
I'd be like,
and-
"Oh,
and Wild Turkey 100 is a decent fucking.
No.
whiskey.
It's
Wild
actually
Turkey
101.
101. 101, I'll drink."
101's
No,
not
it's
terrible.
even worse.
It's not.
No,
that is
it's the same
wholeheartedly
shit.
wrong.
It just punches you in
yeah.
the face.
It's way
101,
worse.
101 with some ginger ale in it. By the time I'm 1.5 drinks
Here's the
in, I
thing,
don't
though.
give a
You
fuck
take,
anymore.
You better have
you
some
take
good
any
ginger
whiskey
ale.
and you mix ginger ale with
Seagram's,
it.
baby.
It takes away the
It's all about
fucking
that
dog
Seagram's.
shit turd taste you put in your mouth.
That is not true because if you
All right,
take
so-
Jack Daniel's whiskey and you take fucking Jameson and mix them both
They're
with ginger.
You're literally talking about like Pluto
Jack
and
is-
Jupiter.
Okay,
Yeah.
straight up,
No, I agree.
I will say it,
But-
and I am probably going to
You
get
said
banned
any
from the
whiskey,
show for
though.
doing it. Jack is garbage.
Oh,
Yes.
Jack is trash.
Yeah, I agree with that.
trash
I used to drink
whiskey.
it. I used to drink the
And-
fuck out of it.
John used to drink Jack like no other. And I'm like, dude, try Jameson.
Dude, my wife is a fucking Jack Daniels girl.
It's
Like her
That
go-to,
is a
Jack-
garbage
her
whiskey.
go-to is
I used
warm
to-
fucking Jack Daniels and Miller Lite. That's her fucking
When I
go-to.
was,
Jesus
when I was
fucking
the
Christ.
bartender, bro.
very much younger in my years, I wanted Jack Daniels to sponsor me.
Jack
now,
is- Jack-
I don't. Well, I mean, it would be nice.
Jack is
My buddy
Jack-
Trent, my buddy Trent is actually sponsored by Jack Daniels, and I still fucking hate it. I think it's shit.
So Jack
whiskey.
Daniels is a good mixer.
No, it's not.
No.
But then
Because everything you mix with Jack Daniels tastes like Jack Daniels.
yeah,
Garbage whiskey.
Just
Never trust a whiskey where they can't even fucking drink the shit where they make it.
yeah, and not to mention the fact,
Scott,
they're
what is it?
like,
Fucking 4 or 5 years ago, Scott got me a bottle of the Jack Daniel's Sinatra Select for my birthday.
Yeah, it was-
and I was
who
like,
cares?
fuck yeah.
Expensive.
I'm like,
Okay.
this is great. This is awesome. I took
So-
one sip and I'm like, it's fucking Jack Daniels.
yeah.
well, like, all right, so
That's Jack Daniels with a different sticker.
That's
It's
it.
still Jack
In a
Daniels.
cool bottle.
Gentleman
Yeah.
Jack is a little bit better.
I'll drink some single barrel.
So gentleman
Single barrel's not terrible.
So Gentleman Jack.
But if
has-
I'm spending 50 bucks
Gentleman
on a bottle,
Jack was filtered twice.
Yeah,
Filtered twice.
But for $50, you know what else you can buy at $50?
yeah, I can
Yeah.
get all the good whiskey.
yeah. And then at that point, we're on the other side of the debate.
Which, so let's go around the horn
yeah.
here.
Okay, so what's the
Let's
worst?
everybody's vote on worst. You're coming in with military special.
And if that gets DQ'd, I'm going with Wild Turkey.
I didn't say it was DQ.
Okay, the military special. Because there's nothing
Okay.
out there that's worse than that.
Wild
I don't
Turkey's
know,
pretty.
dude, KG.
No.
K- or
KD
KD.
is rowdy.
You know what? Let's go get a bottle of each and do a blind taste testing.
No.
I have a half bottle of Kentucky Gentleman.
I'm actually into that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I have a bottle. I have a half bottle of Kentucky Gentleman at the house. I'm gonna go with either that or Canadian. I'm torn between Kentucky Gentleman and Canadian Mist.
Oh, God.
Canadian Mist pretty bad, dude. That was my grandma's go-to.
Dude,
That's
I
how
know.
hardcore that bitch was.
I know,
Bless her heart.
Dude,
Right?
She was fucking maniac, dude.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
My grandma, I've never spoke about my grandmother on the podcast, but if this group of fucking miscreants ever met my grandmother, she would automatically be your favorite lady in the world.
You want to hear something?
She was
Can
a
I trade
bad
out-
motherfucker.
Can
You
I
wanna hear
trade out
something?
Betty
You wanna
Betty
hear
White
something
for your
hardcore?
grandmother for my
My
quarantine partner?
grandfather,
What?
the retired colonel from the U.S. Army,
Yeah.
used to buy Wild Turkey 101 by the case.
Oh
Dude.
God.
And I'm not talking, not 750s, handles.
He probably fucked my grandma.
He might have. Dude, it was hard like woodpecker
My
lips.
grandma used to fuck Conway Twitty.
See,
Really?
Yeah.
That explains so much.
Yeah, buddy.
Now, were you a product of that?
I hope so.
No.
No.
He's part Conway
you know
Twitty.
what? You know what? I don't know. Actually, I don't know because I don't know my maternal grandfather.
That'd be a cool fucking
Like
story.
I have
It's Conway Twitty.
Twen- 23andMe,
my
motherfucker.
maternal grandfather that I know was my step grandfather. essentially,
Conway
So
Twitty
you
give
could
Mikey
be a
money.
product of Conway
I
Twitty.
could be a product of Conway Twitty.
Your 23andMe comes back and it just
Hello?
says Conway Twitty.
That'd be fucking amazing.
Winner. Winner.
Dude,
fucking
I
A,
fucking
dude.
hump your leg.
All right, so we have.
This is a close
Military
enough getting to
special.
Conway
military
Twitty.
special.
I'm going with KD.
You switched it.
I
huh?
switched it.
So what's
KD?
KD? What's KD?
It's awful. Is what it
No,
is.
what does KD stand for?
I believe it's Kentucky Distilleries.
Okay, I'm gonna go with.
KG,
I'm gonna go with either. God,
That's Kentucky
it's
Gentleman.
It's either Kentucky.
which is also rough.
It's either Kentucky
think they come
Gentleman
from
or
the same
Canadian
place.
Mist. One of the two.
Kentucky Gentleman is the fucking
Wait, is
knockoff
Canadian Mist
of
an
Jim
American
Beam,
whiskey?
which makes
No,
it
it's Canadian,
the
motherfucker.
knockoff of a shitty whiskey.
We're just talking whiskeys. We didn't say American whiskeys. We just said whiskeys.
Okay.
Yeah,
So KD is one of those like
well,
only
Can I
comes in a
change mine?
handle.
Can I change mine?
Only comes in a handle.
no, it comes in 7.5s because we use it in bars. It's,
You-
it's a
it
fucking.
only comes in 7.5s for bars.
It's a
You can't go and get that shit like as a
correct.
Yeah, but it's always a plastic bottle.
It comes in glass if you order it through like RNDC.
If you- no,
The
it comes in
Republican
glass if you
National
order it
Distillery.
with Coke
it's
at a
fucking
bar.
awful.
Yeah,
It's
Can I
fucking.
change mine though?
What do you got?
If we're not just doing American whiskey, so I told this story before on a previous episode when I was in Iraq.
We just said whiskey.
I know.
Oh, yes.
When I was in Iraq,
Yes.
and we used to walk the fucking before they
Okay.
switched.
Okay,
it.
You are
never
correct,
mind.
sir.
I am going to make one exception to this. It has to be commercially available.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense.
Because otherwise, I would use the shit that I
Yeah.
bought off the Haji bus driver
Yeah.
in Fallujah.
That's what I was
Right.
trying to do.
Yeah.
I got this
Yeah.
shit. Missoula
I'm going to
is
say
horrible.
commercially available, and the
was it
reason
Lord
I'm
Calvert?
letting
Dude, it was probably literally instead of water, they used Iraqi piss.
And the-
like, no, it probably happened.
The reason I'm letting military special ride is because you can still buy it in a class 6.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's still purchasable.
Yeah. We're talking about
Unfortunately.
purchasable.
It
So
is
we're gonna say
commercially produced.
commercially available.
Okay.
All right.
So you're stuck with military
okay,
special.
Cool.
right.
I'm game with that.
And you're saying KG
No.
or Canadian Mist.
Yeah, one of the two.
You want to
Yeah.
flip a coin?
It's a tie.
Dude, they're pretty fucking close.
It's a fucking tie.
They're pretty
both
fucking
awful.
close.
Yeah.
And I'm going with KD.
KD's fucking rowdy.
It's so fucking bad.
Nobody said Evan Williams?
Dude, Evan Williams is a fucking a luxury bottle of booze next to KD.
Exactly. I agree.
Like Evan Williams, you can at least buy in glass.
Yeah.
All right. Like Evan Williams is a knockoff Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evan
know-
Williams also has multiple strains on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And it goes through the same sugar maple distillery
Yep,
and
so-
shit. Like it's a thing.
so that leaves us with that's got the 4 worst. However, KD has 2 votes on it.
Yeah. It's the winner.
That shit's rowdy.
Loser.
So I think that brings
if
us
I can
clearly
find a bottle of
to.
it, dude, I'll bring it in.
No, don't do
Best-
it.
No,
Don't do
no.
it.
We got
Best-
that. We got that early times over there.
So now best cheap whiskey,
Best cheap whiskey.
and we're saying cheap whiskey.
What's the price point?
So
Yeah.
we're talking like that sub 20 model.
Like sub 30. Sub 30.
No, fuck you, because that puts
Oh.
JMO in the mix.
Oh, yeah.
what
So
the-
fuck off. I'm saying
Yeah, okay.
that's not a cheap whiskey. I'm
don't
saying
know.
sub 20.
Sub 20.
I don't even know.
I do.
I don't drink anything.
What do you got?
I do.
What do you got? What do you got?
I know what he's going to say.
What?
Oh, go ahead. I want to know your guess.
You're saying Jim Beam.
Nope. It's not what I'm
Oh.
going to say.
No.
No.
Because you keep a bottle of Beam in your house.
I keep 2 bottles of mixer bourbon in my house. One is Beam. I will give you that.
Which is shit.
Because Beam and ginger is awesome. But when I want to do bourbon and sweet tea, I don't lean on Beam for bourbon and sweet tea.
Well, no, it makes the tea taste like shit.
Right.
Makes
However,
it taste like regular tea. Makes it taste like unsweetened tea.
Evan Williams White Label,
Okay.
which is bottled and bond,
All right.
Evan Williams can be had.
No, that's better.
Now I buy by the handle, so it's more than 20, but a 750, which is the standard for
Yeah.
buying a bottle
Yep.
of whiskey, you can buy that bottle for like $16 of Evan Williams White Label, and that is bottled and bond bourbon.
I've never bought a bottle of whiskey for under 20. I don't think.
Bottled and bond Evan Williams White Label is bourbon,
I can't give
Okay.
you my best.
and it is fucking a solid fucking bourbon,
I can't give
which
you my
is
best.
whiskey.
Yeah, I can't.
It
do
is
that.
like $16.95 a bottle, and you can honestly drink that over ice. But as a mixing bourbon, you're not going to get better. Now, Evan Williams Black Label and Ginger Ale, which I affectionately refer to as the Redheaded Evan. Think about it, you'll get the joke.
I like it.
Yeah,
Because
it's also fucking solid. And a bottle of Evan Williams Black Label is like $15.50 or
Oh my
whatever.
God, I
It's-
have a friend named Evan is redhead.
Yep.
Fuck.
Redhead
I'm,
Evan.
Oh, I'm telling him that.
So, and a bottle of Evan Williams Black Label is like $15 for a cheap. That is, to me, that is a cheap whiskey.
Yeah.
That is totally a drinkable whiskey.
So my cheapest my cheapest like go to falls on like $35.
My cheapest go-to is Jameson.
Yeah.
Period.
And it's
Jameson-
It's like
sub 30.
But it's
But
like $23 for
know-
$7.50.
yeah, but it's delicious.
Yeah.
but
that's my go-to anyways.
yeah, and I can't get
Which is obvious. I mean, we drink so much JMO on this fucking show.
Yeah.
We had a fan that delivered 4 bottles of fucking
Yeah.
JMO
I mean,
to the
fuck,
show.
all 4 of us
Like,
drinking
we're
it right
all
now.
fucking fans of JMO.
But it's like $25 a bottle.
It's not bad at all. Yeah.
No, and it's delicious. But I can't. If there was something else I had to replace it with for that price, like I don't know. I don't know what it would be.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not at the point in my life where I need to buy a bottle. Like, I don't know how deep I want to go down this rabbit hole or not. But
Ben Milam Rye.
I always used to
I
tell
don't know what
people back in my bartender days, people used to do a lot of drugs at the bars, and I'd tell guys like, "Look, bro, like you might have a problem, but if you can't blow a line with a $100 bill, you probably shouldn't fucking do it."
Right.
You know what I mean? And I kind of translate that into whiskey. If I'm going to drink whiskey, I'm going to drink something that I enjoy, and I'm probably going to spend $50+ on a bottle.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing, but we're talking about good, cheap whiskeys.
No, I know, but I don't buy good cheap whiskey.
But
So I don't even know.
Here's the deal.
What you buy is Jameson.
Yeah.
and it's like
$25.
You're not going to go
$25.
wrong.
Yeah.
It's $23 to $25 depending on where you're buying it. It's always going to be great.
Yeah.
I will say I just found it. It's called Ben Milam. It's made in Texas. It's Ben Milam Rye, and I think I bought that bottle of bourbon, and it is bourbon, not just
Okay.
whiskey, but it is bourbon. I think I bought that bottle for $26.
Well, it's a rye.
It's a rye.
So it's
But
not a
that's
bourbon.
it's a bourbon
It's a
rye.
rye.
But
So what does Bullet Rye cost?
32 to
35. Okay,
35.
so-
35-ish.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so if you had to say sub $25, what are you spending? What are you buying?
I'm just if I have to upspend, I'm gonna buy a Jameson.
Okay.
It's my
Johnny boy?
I love Jameson.
I'm sticking with JMO too, man. It's right in that price
Mikey,
point.
best cheap whiskey, sub $25.
I'm actually trying to find it because I forgot the name of it.
Oh shit.
It must be great.
Because I've been drinking.
Yeah, it must be awesome.
It's essentially a Jameson knockoff. It's the closest you can get to a JMO without.
Oh,
actually
isn't
being
that called
JMO.
Proper 12?
No, that's not even fucking
But it's-
close.
It's not cheaper though.
What the fuck?
and
is
it wins about
called,
as much,
man?
about as often.
Right.
There's fuck, man, it's driving me nuts.
So Mikey's
dude.
going to go JMO also.
So Mikey's going with JMO. Considering I've been to his house and I've noticed that, and I know that he has like 7 different versions of JMO in
Yeah,
his
I have a-
house.
I have a
His
lot.
vote is JMO.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like regardless of what
but-
he's trying to throw into the mix here.
But if I'm trying to like go with a cheaper version, like sub 20, I'm trying to find this label. 'Cause
Evan Williams White Label.
I think you guys would fucking appreciate this if you're ever in a bind.
if you,
so
if
let me
you
see if I can
figure
find
it out, I'd love to hear
Yeah,
it.
let me
Yeah.
see if I can
Okay,
find
so
it.
let's transition into
So now we're getting the
High-end.
best and worst high-end whiskeys.
Worst high end?
Worst high-end is an interesting conversation.
That is.
Now I'm about to piss a whole lot of people off
Yeah.
because I've got you on the
What do you got?
worst high-end whiskey you can possibly spend your money on.
All right. Do tell.
Pappy Van Winkle.
I agree with that.
You know
Yeah.
what? No, I agree with that.
Biggest waste of fucking
I
money
agree 100%.
I
you will
agree
ever
100% with
spend.
that.
And honestly, there's
I agree with
nothing
that.
out there that's going to beat that.
Either that or what's that Japanese whiskey that's fucking like $400 a
Oh,
fucking shot.
It's got squiggly lines on
Yeah,
it.
they can fuck that up.
It's like $400 a shot. I
Yeah.
tried it. I was like,
My local liquor store has it, and I'm like,
It's
they
fucking
showed it to me to walk
hot
in. I was buying all
trash,
these
dude.
whiskeys. They're like, we have this, and I was like, you can fuck off. That is trash whiskey.
Yeah.
What's that fucking
starts with a T.
$800 bottle of JMO?
holy fuck.
No, it's about $500.
500.
That can
And
fuck
it's-
off too.
it's-
Yeah.
No, but so
All I know is I'm fucking buying this shirt I just found.
on New Year's,
Oh.
I tried a bottle of Jameson
Extra large,
Reserve,
I'll take
and
one.
it's
You
about
want?
$500 a
Right
bottle.
Why?
Because I wanted to try it.
No, I just mean, why the fuck is JMO $500?
Right.
It's supposed to be this super fancy.
Well,
The Vintage Reserve.
the vintage
Yeah.
Reserve.
Yeah.
So
Jameson Vintage Reserve.
So I
Yeah.
tried a shot.
They only make like fucking one. They only make like one batch every fucking like 5 years or
Yeah.
something.
And it was like-
supposedly it's fucking. I've tried it. It was fucking delicious. It's not $500 a bottle. Delicious.
I agree. So on New Year's, I tried a $50 glass of Jameson Reserve, and it was good, but it was no better than like the Jameson Gold or 18-year.
Yeah.
Like it tasted different. It was good, but like I would rather have 10 bottles of Jameson Gold.
I like the what is the Hooper Select or whatever it is.
Oh, Hooper's isn't bad.
Yeah.
The Jameson Hoopers or whatever it is.
Oh,
That-
Cooper's Crows.
Cooper's Crows.
Cooper's Crows.
That's
is
good.
That's
good
just
shit,
good
dude.
shit.
That's
It's
good. I got a bottle at home.
That's good
The best
shit.
Jameson that I've had is the Jameson Signature, the one I fucking let you try.
Yeah, that was awesome too.
That is the best Jameson that I've ever had. It's only available duty free.
But if I'm gonna
Yeah.
if I'm
Which
gonna
is fucking
spend if I'm gonna
bullshit.
spend more than
Like-
$23 on JMO, that Cooper Select is probably where I'm
And
fucking
and
going.
and the bottle of fucking Jameson Select is like $26. Like it's not fucking. It's a fucking great fucking price point, and it's only available fucking duty free. It's absolute horseshit.
But I think we can all agree
Almost every
So,
time.
the worst
Oh.
high
Where are
dollar
we? There we
whiskey
go. We're high dollar.
Yeah.
is Pappy.
Yeah.
No,
I agree.
yeah.
I'm gonna say Johnny Walker Blue.
Not worth it.
No, that's not.
Not
Oh,
worth it.
I like Johnny Blue, man.
Yeah.
Look,
don't.
it's
I like
good.
Johnny Blue.
It's good, but it's not worth it. My argument with Pappy is that it's expensive and it's not good.
See,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's
I agree.
At least with Johnny, it can be like I've never paid for Johnny Blue. I've drank it, but I've never paid for it.
Like I have a bottle at home with like the marks on it. Like
sure, for why you're drinking it or whatever.
When Bin Laden died, I took a shot.
Right.
When my kid was born, I took a shot. You know what I
So-
mean? Like shit like
But
that.
that's
Like,
my
and
thing
I
is,
have
like,
it written down on
It's
the bottle.
good. Do
Yeah.
I think it's worth the money?
No.
Is it good? Yes. Happy, however, and I don't give a fuck what you're
Yeah.
going to say because I've had it every year all the way up to the 21. So
The 12 is better than the 21.
Yeah.
and Maker's 46 is better than the
Maker's
12.
46.
Oh, no.
Makers 46 blows them all away.
That's
Yeah.
horse shit.
I like Maker's 46.
Makers 46.
Maker's 46 is still better than any Pappy.
It's better than any pappy.
Yes, I'll
So-
agree with that.
Yeah.
That's
it's
my
still
point, though.
crap.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's great.
Yeah.
It's a great whiskey. I'm just saying I would buy Maker's 46
You and
before
I
I would
had
buy
this
fucking Pappy.
You and I had this conversation in Vegas.
Yep.
At the fucking steakhouse.
At that steakhouse with that ridiculous whiskey list.
And you were like, dude, fuck all this. And I was like, bro, Maker's 46. And you're like, yes, Maker's 46.
Yeah.
And I was
Way
like,
over the
I was like,
Pappy.
this is way better than all that. You know.
So,
and
John,
I will tell you right now, any Pappy, any year,
I agree.
you're a fucking idiot if you bought it.
John,
It's awful whiskey
what's
at an
your-
awful price.
You're buying the fucking name.
John,
That's
It's
all you're doing.
retarded.
Yeah.
And by the way, there's no reason for that shit to be at that price because they could make 10 times what they're making. So I don't want to hear,
Yeah.
it's the rarity. They got you on the fucking hype. You bought the propaganda. So fuck you. You're drinking shit whiskey for way too
Yeah.
much money.
John, what's your worst high dollar?
I'm gonna go with the Pappy. Also, it's just
Yeah.
super fucking
Powers.
overrated.
Powers Irish whiskey. That's
I've had
what
that.
it is.
It's good.
Powers Irish whiskey is the closest thing that I've ever had to Jameson, and it's about $17 a bottle.
That's not bad.
Nice.
So if you're ever in a fucking pinch, everybody, Powers.
Yep.
That's what it is.
So I think we're all in pretty much agreement. The
Yeah.
worst high dollar whiskey you can get your hands on
Pappy.
is Pappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Now, the
shit is-
best.
All right.
Now,
So let's
best high dollar whiskey. I got to vote on this one, and I'm a little bit partial to it, but I do have a vote on this one. But Scotty Boy,
What's your best high dollar whiskey?
best high dollar
Which is probably
whiskey.
the best whiskey you've ever had.
my favorite is probably Jameson 18 year.
Oh, that's a good one, dude.
That's a good one.
Jameson 18.
good
is
call.
fucking right
it's
on,
it's about
dude.
$155 a bottle.
Yeah.
Which still ain't bad when you really consider how high whiskeys
and
can
it's
get.
good. God, it's good.
The
It's kinda
Jameson
worth
18
it.
is pretty fucking good.
I'm
dude.
going to throw a wrench in the mix right now.
Okay.
And I had this in Tennessee when I was out there at a couple shops, and I recently
It's
found
a dangerous
this.
region to drink whiskey
Oh,
in.
it's a great
fucking for
region.
real.
The best part is I walk into the shop, and it was the last shop I stopped of the day. And the dude's like, hey, you want to hang out? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I was like, I'll smoke a cigar. He's like, you want to drink? I'm like, oh, I didn't think you guys had a bar. He's like, I don't. And I'm like, cool. What do you got? And he literally pulls out about 8 bottles of whiskey. And there's probably $2,000 sitting on that bar.
Because
right
if you're
now.
in Tennessee and Kentucky and
Yeah.
somebody says, "Do you want to drink?"
Right.
you're getting whiskey.
And so I
that's
told
just
him,
how that's going
100%.
down.
But
yeah.
so then, you
That's
know, like,
happening.
and I'm in there trying to sell cigars. So I told the guy, I'm like, look, man, like, I don't want to drink your good shit. He goes, this ain't the good shit. I was like, what? He's like, this ain't the good shit, man. I'm like, bro, you just busted out like $150, $200 bottles of booze. He's like, this ain't the good shit. And I'm
Have you
like,
ever had Wild Turkey Decades?
so I took a picture.
finish his story.
I took a
Fuck.
picture of what.
Get off
what-
your phone.
I took a
We're
picture of
shooting the
what he poured me, and it's Blonde Bros Old Fandangle Knotted Bourbon, and it was probably one of the best
Wow.
fucking whiskeys I've ever had in my entire life.
Like he can't see
And
you
so-
because he's TikToking right,
Right,
now.
and so I saw it at a liquor store locally
Like the
around here,
label a lot.
and it's about $200 a bottle. And I was like, oh fuck! And this dude was just pouring them like it was going out of style. Like, here, you want more? I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. He's like, sweet. And he walks over, fills up my cup again. I'm like, oh fuck, my hotel's only right down the street. Like, I'm good. That was fucking delicious.
I'm going to give a shout out to my Texas boys. My favorite high-end whiskey that I've had,
What do you got?
Balcones Single Malt.
It's not bad.
That
I've had
is-
it. It's
that
pretty
is-
fucking
That is
good.
a fucking amazing whiskey.
I can fuck with that.
That is an amazing fucking whiskey. All of Balcones' fucking labels are great. The blue label is fucking phenomenal.
No, they're all
But
good.
that high end, dude, holy fuck, that single malt.
I think it goes without
And it's
saying.
expensive as shit, but the Texas, that Texas distillery that makes Balcones, they are fucking on their game.
And I think it goes without saying that all of the Freedom Friends vouch for Horse Soldier bourbon.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's even into contention because
So we're not even going to bring that into the
that's
into
a
the
fan
argument.
favorite. Like I would fucking
Plus, it's right in that like $40 price point or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not low end. It's not expensive. Like
it's fucking great.
and it's worth every dollar you spend on it. It's
if
fucking
we're
fantastic.
talking favorites, like absolute fucking
No, we're
favorites.
talking best high end right now.
Yeah,
We're not talking about favorites.
Right.
Favorites is different.
if we were talking about favorites, just straight favorites, I would go with fucking Jameson as my low end choice.
Well, we'll get to that at the end.
yeah.
Just
All right.
if you had to buy whatever, just best high end whiskey. What are you going with right now?
I'm going with Balcones single malt. That is a fucking amazing whiskey. about $130 a bottle, but fuck, is it worth it, man?
You know what I have high hopes for is the Horse Soldier, but in the gold label.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't had it yet.
I have. The second you taste it, and all of the moisture in your mouth leaves your fucking face, and you're like, holy fuck, like it's fucking glorious,
Nice.
man. Shout out to Billy,
Yeah.
Billy and his boys, dude. Fuck, man, that's
Weren't we
good
trying to
shit.
get them on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah.
that supposed to be a thing?
We
Yeah.
need to get him on the show.
Goddamn
We'll
quarantine.
get him. We'll get him.
Horse Soldier just make good shit. Like,
Oh my God, I love
you're not
it.
going to go wrong with it. So
Horse
best
Soldier.
high-end
But
whiskey,
we're
though,
talking
you're
high
saying
end. We're talking
Balcones.
like $100 and above.
Yeah.
Like
You're
high-end
saying
whiskeys.
you're saying Blount Brothers
Yeah.
for best high-end whiskey. You're saying Balcones. Best
Single
high-end
malt.
whiskey for you. You're
Jameson
going Jameson
18.
18.
Yeah.
What do you got, Jazz?
The Oban 18.
Oh, that'll work.
Oban's
That'll
good,
fucking
dude.
work.
That's Japanese.
It's not.
Oban's
The
not-
Oban 18 is Scottish.
Oh, it's a Scotch.
Yeah.
It's a Scotch. And I'm not much of a Scotch
Surprising
drinker.
coming from you.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Ah, fuck,
But
I
the
didn't even-
Oban 18,
God damn it.
fucking hell.
Can I throw Glendronach 15
But-
here in there too?
Oh, that's a fucking,
fucking
money
delicious.
maker right
But the
there,
Oban
dude.
18, that's a high-end whiskey.
Yeah.
You're talking $4.80 a bottle.
Yeah.
I drained a bottle of
That's
it.
probably why I thought it was Japanese, because that's usually the price point on
Like,
Japanese
after you
whiskeys.
drink that
I
bottle, does it help you with your hangover?
I drained a bottle of it at hotel prices.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's $1,500.
It
bud.
was $1,100 to clear that bud.
Like, oh,
It's 1,500 on a good day.
Yeah. I drained it. I drained
$1,100.
a,
They gave you a shot for free.
yeah. I drained it hotel prices. But the Oban 18, fucking hell.
John, what's
That
that?
shit's a religious experience.
What's
Yeah.
that? What's that expensive Macallan?
25.
Millennium or
No, because then you have to include the Macallan age range. So there's
Yeah.
like the Macallan 61, the Macallan 62,
Yeah,
the
there's
Macallan
so many that
63.
come
Dude,
Yeah.
we went to a bar. Him and I went to
In
a bar
Vegas,
that had all
and they
of
had
them.
all of them.
It was
They had
fucking
the
crazy.
entire Macallan age
it was
range.
like a wall of fucking the age range of Macallan. We were like, no fucking way are we
I was like,
affording that.
I was looking at it going like, that's a house. That's a house on that wall right there. Like that's like it was bonkers. Then again,
there's like
when
a
you and I
$500 shot of Macallan.
when you and I asked for the whiskey list, they handed us literally a book.
That's right. We were like, we'll share this.
And I was like,
Holy
Jesus. We still had some good whiskey at that fucking restaurant. Though. It
Yeah.
was fucking not
I
bad.
believe I went with Buffalo Trace.
I don't even remember what I went with.
You picked a good one. Like because we weren't paying, so we didn't want to be dicks.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
I still went with a bourbon, but it was a small batch bourbon. I
Yeah.
can't remember the name of it.
No, it was definitely a good one.
But yeah, Oban 18 is going to be my best high-end
Okay, so we
whiskey.
got-
to where it's an insane price point.
So what do we got?
Even if you find it, you're in for $4 even if you find
So
it.
he's going Oban.
I still think it's worth it.
I'm saying Balcones single barrel, single or
Can I
single
throw
batch.
two in the mix, or I just have to pick one?
No.
What do you got?
Go ahead.
Well, I got the Glendronach 15.
Yeah,
It's a great fucking.
It's fucking
whiskey.
delicious. And then the fucking Blonde Brothers.
Yeah,
The what?
The
Blonde
that-
Brothers.
Yeah, the Blonde Brothers.
and
It sounds like you're
going
drunk when you say it.
JMO 18.
I like James.
All right, so that said,
Okay, so hold on. Just so we can clarify for the audience. The worst cheap whiskey you can buy, if you're looking at it,
KD.
is KD. Don't buy it.
Yeah.
Find something else. Anything else.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is.
Wait,
Find something else.
let's put a price point on our high end one. What's the bottle of yours cost,
400 and change.
I think the cheapest I've ever seen it was $4.40.
John?
Glendronach 15 has got a price tag on it.
Yeah, it's about a little over 100, and then the Blonde Brothers, I think that's in that 100 to 200 range. So right about there.
yeah,
Mikey?
Balcones single batch is probably 120 ish.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Jameson 18 is about 120.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
about the same, except
so-
for
Except for me. I'm
classy
like
broad
way
over there.
outlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Well, it
think,
goes well with Aquapana.
but I think that speaks to
You know
like
what's fucked up? By the way,
Hey, I was
fucking
supposed to
bought
drink
2
that.
bottles of Aquapana.
How
I
good
was
was
supposed to
it?
drink that.
No, I bought 2 of them to bring on the show tonight to fuck with you, and I fucking forgot them, and I'm mad.
How good was that
fucking
bottle
go,
of water,
Mikey.
though?
I literally texted my wife
Mikey.
when I got here.
Mikey.
Hold on.
How good was that bottle of
Oh,
water?
you hold the fuck on. Last text I said to my wife, what does it say, John?
It says, I forgot that fucking water.
But how good was that bottle of water?
It's water.
Fuck you.
like
So he's gonna try and act like a hard ass
So we're
right now,
gonna
like
do
it was
two-
just water.
We're going to do two
I
blind.
ordered that. I
bringing-
ordered that at that steakhouse because he had never had it. I ordered it at the steakhouse for him to have it. He drank it, and literally as soon as he drank it, he was like, "I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good for
It's
water."
fucking, no, it's good water.
So we're going to
Mikey,
do two
how
blind
much
taste
is that
testings.
bottle of water?
All right, it was $2.50 for a fucking plastic bottle.
Okay.
So we're going to do two blind taste testings.
It's not that it's insanely expensive. It's just fucking good water.
It's good water. I mean, but it tastes like water. I don't know.
All right.
Like,
So I was going to propose
Oh.
until Jazz's
he
bottle.
went to Jared.
Until Jazz's bottle was $400 here. But I was going to say we should each bring in a bottle of our favorite.
Oh no, I've got others way below
no.
the Oban 18.
We're not talking about our favorite right now. We're talking about
Yeah, we're gonna
our
do the
best
favorite
high-end.
conversation.
This
Yeah.
next one, this is our favorite.
But I was saying we should bring in our best high end, and then
I'm
share.
not paying that shit.
I bring my best high end in every day.
Because it's just gonna be another bottle of JMO.
Right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't talking about whiskey, but
Bring it in.
So, but that leads. That's a good segue into what's our favorite. Our favorite, hands down. Favorite.
I was
whiskey.
confused because I thought that was what we
No,
were
no, no,
talking
no.
about.
Just best high end you've ever had, and
Because
then we'll have
Jameson 18 is my favorite.
the. So your just happens that you're the best high end and your favorite
Well, how can it be the best and not your favorite?
because some of my favorites aren't high end.
Yeah.
and the way my bank account's set up is I can't afford the stuff
Well,
that I really
like I prefer Jameson over that Balcones, and this is a fucking $25 bottle of booze. You know what I mean?
well,
Like,
I guess I was confused.
you know what I'm
because
saying?
Because I'll tell you right now, if it was just pick your favorite
That was,
without having to be pocket friendly, I guess, or whatever,
yeah.
See, what really happened
then I'm
is
gonna say Basil Hayden.
we threw a wrench in all
I
of
like
Scott's.
Basil
We
Hayden.
threw a wrench.
Fucking good bourbon.
Yeah, it's great.
We threw a wrench in Scott's thought process on best high end bourbon because he had like a whole bunch in mind, but when you said it had to be commercially produced, everything that he liked like ended back like Prohibition era.
Right.
I like the Jameson 125 year.
He was there. He was there when it was first bottled.
Back when I was hanging out
He's
with
like,
John.
no, you need to put more corn in the mash.
Back then, we just called it Jameson.
Back when he was a Cooper.
When me and John were just sitting around coming up with Jameson was going to taste like.
you
He
had
had
Jam-
those batch that was
Have you
great.
had JMO Blender Dog?
Yeah, that's good
I haven't had
too.
blender
It's
dog.
good shit,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, it's real good.
All
Yeah.
those little small batch ones are
But,
fucking delicious.
Yeah.
So let's go around the horn of just favorite whiskey.
Jameson 18.
Okay.
Jameson Signature.
Okay.
Signature. Which one's that?
That's the one that's only available duty free.
Johnny
I've
boy.
never had that one.
Favorite whiskey.
I'm gonna get a bottle.
Favorite whiskey. Fuck.
Next time I go to Nicaragua, I'll pick up a bottle.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, do.
Yeah.
My favorite whiskey. Fuck. I'm just gonna go with regular fucking Jameson because I drink the fuck out of it.
Wow.
Well, I'm with
Like,
it.
that's it.
I'm not mad at it.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna try to go over and above. Like
You know,
I fucking,
you know what though?
And don't get me wrong.
I
There's
walk-
a lot of great fucking
like,
whiskeys
I
out there.
literally I walk into a liquor store and I see a fucking aisle of whiskey and I look at all of them and I'm like, oh, that one's cool because I haven't had that, and I grab that bottle and then I immediately also get a bottle of Jameson.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but so like if it was just Jameson, like I like Green Spot
Yeah.
better than Jameson.
Green Spot's really
Yeah.
good.
It's a little bit more pricey, so I just go with Jameson.
Right, but
'cause
we're not
it's
talking
like-
about price point right now. It's just
Yeah.
like if you just had to pick one where it was like,
Jameson
this is a
18.
bottle I'm going to have on my bar all the fucking time because I can drink it no matter what.
Well,
What are you buying?
And money's not an option.
oh, the Jameson 18.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're going with
Jameson Signature.
the signature?
Yeah.
So no matter what, just if I could permanently have a bottle of it on my bar,
Regular
what would it
fucking
be?
JMO.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Just gonna keep it simple.
Jazz.
It's generally, it's,
Basil Hayden.
it's going to be Basil Hayden.
Yeah.
Basil Hayden's going to be on my bar no matter what because I can pour that shit on ice and just drink it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
Nice.
be satisfied with it every fucking time.
Fucking
Hey, how much is a bottle of that?
Standard basil?
45?
Yeah.
40, 45?
Between that 40,
depending,
50.
So
you get into
if
like
you
the-
want to hit up our Patreon account,
Yeah, there you go.
now you know what our favorites are.
you get into the, and it's
I
like
see what
anything.
you did there.
And basil has all of the, we have
Yeah.
the Caribbean cask and the
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. But even standard basil, I drink that shit every time. But yeah, there is a buy a bottle for the Freedom Friends
There is.
level on the Patreon.
So
You can find that. We'll put it in
that
the
our
alerts.
favorites aren't too excessive.
And to be honest with you, all of us drink a lot of JMO, which is like $23. So
yeah. But being that our favorites aren't too excessive, I say we each buy a bottle of our favorite and we bring it in.
So 3 bottles of JMO and a bottle of Basil Hayden is
Yeah.
what you're fucking trying to do.
But but then we all get to try each other's favorites.
I like
can't-
how
I
I'm in
can't-
for twice as much.
I
as
can't
everybody
wait to
else.
see where Mikey goes to get his
Jameson
bottle.
18 is not the cheapest.
Jameson 18 is not the cheapest. I will give you that.
I can't wait to see where Mikey goes to get
Have
his
you
bottle.
had
I
the
just texted
Basil
my
Hayden
boy
Caribbean
who's
cask?
in
I
Iraq
have
right
not.
now. Literally
Son.
just now. It said, "Hey, bro,
I'm
can
gonna
I-
buy.
I can
I have a
trouble you
bottle of
for
it on my
another
bar
bottle of
right
that
now.
JMO
I'm gonna buy
signature when
another
you
one and
come
bring it
home."
in. Just so you can try it. They
Just
finish it
sent
in
it.
port
Getting
barrels.
the work done.
My man Matt, dude. I hope you're fucking listening,
Oh,
bud.
Matt.
Fuck, it's so good.
Fucking love that dude. I
Yeah,
love
you know
fucking
Matt.
good dudes.
Yeah, he's a fucking good
I
dude.
love
Fucking good
dudes.
dude. I love
I love
fucking good
fucking
I
dudes.
good
just
dudes,
sent
too.
Matt a message who's in Iraq right now and was like, "Hey, bro, could you get me a bottle of that JMO signature when you come the next time home?"
So there you have it. When all else fails, buy JMO. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Other than that, from all of us,
JMO, give us fucking money. I know you're stingy as
Or
fuck.
just fucking
Just
give
a
us
booze.
whiskey.
Or just send us,
hey,
send us
fucking-
a barrel.
You know
That'd
what?
be fucking dope.
Oh,
You know what?
hell.
Send us a handle and sign it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be
my
fucking
God.
dope as
I
shit.
wouldn't even want to open that.
I
though.
want John.
No, we drink it and just refill it over and over again.
I'll sign it. It's
I
no
don't
big
care if
deal.
he's dead.
So,
I want John's signature.
so now that
deal,
we've
I'll
gone
sign
around
it.
the horn and essentially said that
It's always right. It's right there.
It's
Already got
already
it.
signed.
that one of the most freedom things you can do is drink fucking whiskey. I'm gonna raise this glass of whiskey
Absolutely.
and thank every single one of you sons of bitches
Sons of
Almost lost
bitches.
my
for
crock.
being my
Sport
freedom
mode.
friends. You bunch of fucking degenerates. I love every single one of you, and
Absolutely.
we love all of you out there in
And as
podcast
always,
land.
we encourage you to smash that
on.
share button.
Oh.
Smash that share button.
Sorry.
Tell your mom. Tell your friends. Tell your mom's friends.
Oh.
Tell everybody who's involved. Tell everybody that might like podcasts.
Even tell the people you don't like.
Matter of fact,
fuck-
yeah.
fuck 'em.
Tell
Fuck,
them.
you know what? Especially tell the people you don't like to listen to this
And you know what?
mediocre
And it-
fucking show.
And if you don't like them, let us know once they start listening, and we'll tell them to go fuck themselves. Just
There you go. Just for you.
Yeah.
It'll be a long drawn out process.
Yeah.
Just do the buy. Just, the buy a shot on the Patreon.
There you go.
Just
You
in
buy
the
us a
notes,
shot on
just
the
tell us
Patreon, and we'll tell whoever
wanna
you want
shut
to
up,
fuck
go
themselves.
yourself.
I got one right now. Jesse has a friend, or he has a guy he doesn't like, and Jesse said, "Hey, listen to the podcast." And now I'm going to say Jesse's friend, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck
That's right.
yourself.
You know
Fuck
who you
you,
are.
Jesse's
Fuck
friend.
you. Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you, Jesse's friend.
fuck
Yeah, we
off.
already got one.
So from here
Some asshole in Alaska, go fuck yourself.
in
Fuck you to
beautiful
fuck Oscar.
San Antonio,
Fuck
Texas,
us.
At the Warfighter Tobacco Studios.
we highly encourage you.
Smoke on.
Drink on.
Hey, goddammit, it, boys.
Freedom the fuck.
Freedom
on.
the fuck on.
Freedom the fuck on.
We'll see you guys next time.
Laters.